Thank you for joining us today for our classic rock themed strength workout. We're gonna go ahead and start by walking around the space that we have today. I'll be walking around my yoga mat that I'll be using. This is a great time to kind of analyze our body. How are we feeling today? Is there anything that's a little bit sore that we need to make sure that we take a little bit easy on? Anything that we need to pay attention to and stretch a little extra? As you're doing your warm-up, option to have light, medium, and heavy weights today, or no weights at all. I'll be using a mixture between none, light, and medium. So pick out what you would like, have it nearby. I recommend some good water as well. Shaking out those arms, giving yourself a few wrist circles, ankle circles as you're stopping every once in a while to give yourself some movement in all parts of our body. During our warm-up, our goal is to warm up the body. It says it in the name, so we want to make sure that we're moving to do so, increasing that heart rate, shaking out all those limbs. All right, bringing us to our standing position. Arms are going to go out in a T formation, extending right and left from our shoulder height, doing some small forward arm circles to start. Bringing in that motion into the upper body, warming up those shoulders. We are going to need it today. Every circle is getting a little bit bigger. When you're in that full range of motion, make sure to really reach those fingertips forward, stretching out the back. When those fingers go back, opening up that chest. Nice job, everybody. Shaking it out, bringing our arms back in that T formation. We're going in backwards arm circles now, starting off small, every circle getting a little bit bigger. When we get back in that full range of motion, making sure to really open up that chest and stretch out that back. Nice job, everybody. Shaking it on out, bringing it to our glutes. We're going to do some glute kicks. Doing this shoulder width apart with our feet, alternating, bring our foot up towards our glute. Making sure that we're doing this at a light pace to start before we start picking up the speed. Nice work. We're stretching out to those quads today as we are doing our glute kicks. Pick up that speed as you can. Increasing that heart rate, getting the blood pumping through our whole body. Nice work. And shake it on out. We're going to bring it into some high knees. Opposite movement, we're going to bring our knees up towards our chest, lower it down, and switch. Bring our other knee up towards our chest. Again, I'm starting off with nice and slow, more of a march. I am bringing my arms into it today by swinging them forward and back, opposition to my legs. Trying to really reach that knee as high as I can, increase that motion, stretching out that hamstring, activating the quads and the glutes. Nice work, you guys. When we do this, make sure to breathe through our warm-up. Have a nice tall posture, no slouching today. Nice work. Shake it on out. Bringing it into our windmill toe touches. We're going to have our feet a little bit wider than shoulder width apart. Arms in a T formation, bringing that right arm down to left ankle, keeping that left arm straight up as we stand back up. Switch, left arm down to right ankle, right arm goes back and forth. Nice work, you guys. Hitting those windmill toe touches in. This is a dynamic warm-up, meaning we move through the motion. It is not static. We are not holding anything. We are moving through the motion. When we are doing this one, make sure that you're hinging at the hips, pushing those glutes back so you're stretching out the back sides of your legs as you are going through the motion today. Nice job. A few more. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to bring it into some standing cat-cows to get our little bit of spine movement. Hands on our hips is how I like to start us off, where our thumbs are behind us, fingertips in front. We're going to go ahead and take a nice deep breath in. When we breathe in, we're going to extend that back out. Back behind us, hunching over our shoulders. Breathing out, pushing our belly button forward, shoulders back, and switching back and forth. Nice cat-cows, deep breath in, spine goes back, cow, pushing our belly forward, on our exhale, head goes up. Nice job, everyone. Getting that spine mobility in, focusing on that breath work. Nice job. And last but certainly not least, we'll bring it into our calves from certain calf raises. I like to put my hands on my hips again. You can have them out wide for support. Feet shoulder width apart, bringing those heels up off the ground as we transfer all of our weight to our toes and lower it back down. Something I like to incorporate to stretch out the shin is when I lower my feet, I rock my weight back onto my heels, lifting the toes up off the floor a little bit before I bring the heels back up, stretching out those calves, and switch. As we're doing our calf raises, we'll talk a little bit about what our workout is going to entail for today. We have 4 circuits. Each circuit we're going to do 3 times through, and each exercise we're going to do for 30 seconds, followed by 10 seconds of a rest. During that rest time, make sure that you're getting ready for that next exercise. Maybe we're grabbing weights, maybe we're just moving our body position, but we're getting ready for that next exercise. Like I mentioned, you are more than welcome to do things without weight. You can do them with lightweight, medium weight, and later on heavy. Make sure that we are challenging ourselves as we can and modifying as we need. Alrighty, shake it on out and bring it back to your starting position. Our first circuit is going to be our standing upper body circuit. And we're going to start with our double arm rear delt fly. I'm going to use light weights. Feel free to use light weights or no weights at all. You definitely want to be a little bit more careful with this one. So we're going to start with our feet shoulder width apart. Our arms are going to be down, dangling in front of us. We're going to start by pushing our hips back so we have a nice little hinge at the hips, not too far. When we do this, we notice that our chest goes forward. Our arms are going to be down at our hips. The heads of our weights, if we have them, are going to go up, forward and back. So if our hands are in gentle fists, our thumbs are pointing away from us. From here, we are going to go into a T. So bringing our arms out wide into that T formation, extending our arms right and left from our shoulder and bringing our hands back down together in front of our thighs or towards our knee. Then we're going to extend those arms out to the side again and lower them. That is our double arm rear delt fly. Does anybody have any questions? Amazing. Next up, we are going to do our double arm bent over row with an underhand grip. So we're going to start with our palms facing forward. I'm gripping weights, so the heads of my weights are going right and left. My palms are facing forward. We're going to have our arms extended out or in the same position that we just had them, so in front of our thighs. We're going to have that hip hinge as well, so we're going to push our glutes back, soft bend in the knees, and our chest is going to come forward. Now from here, we're going to go ahead and bring those elbows back towards our glutes and bringing our arms or hands with us. So we're bending at the elbow, driving our elbows back, and our fists are coming towards our belly. We're still outside of our waist. We're going to extend those arms forward so they're down by our knees again. Palms are facing forward. Weights are right to left, pulling them back and extending our arms back down. We're squeezing our back like if we had a pencil on our spine. We're trying to trap that pencil so it doesn't slide out when our arms are up. Any questions with our double arm bent over row? Great. That one you can be light or medium weight if you would like. I highly recommend starting off lighter and increasing as you need. Next up is going to be our hammer grip shoulder press. This one we're going to do one on one arm and then we're going to do on the next. So we'll do a light or no weights today. We're going to start by holding our hammer curl. So we're going to grab our weight. The head of the weight is going to go forward and back. We're going to bend our elbow. I'm starting on the left side. So now the head of the weight is basically touching against my shoulder. From here, we're going to extend our arms straight up overhead and lower our arm back down to where the head of the weight is in front of our shoulder. Extending that arm up overhead, lowering, bringing the head of the weight back in front of our shoulder. Extending and lowering. We'll do that on the left side and then we'll do it on the right. Any questions with our hammer grip shoulder press?
Annalise, I'm so sorry, but the first one, I'm not sure what you're doing.
Yeah, so we're gonna, in the same position that we have for our double bent over row. So your feet are shoulder width apart, hinge at the hips, so we're pushing those glutes back and our chest forward. Arms are down and dangling in front of us. If we just dropped our arms, they're laying in front of our thighs. And then we're gonna bring our arms into a T formation, opening our arms up right and left out at shoulder height before we lower them straight back down. It's like
So they go T and then back to the front of our thighs.
yep, exactly. So from
Okay.
the front of our thighs, our arms are gonna extend out, stopping at
Okay.
shoulder height and lowering back, bringing our arms back together.
Okay.
Perfect. Awesome. Alrighty, I'm gonna go ahead and start our timer. Start our music. Starting with A Whole Lot of Love by Led Zeppelin. And we're gonna be starting with our double arm rear delt fly. 3, 2, 1. Hinging at the hips, arms are extended out in front of us. Bringing our arms up in that T formation, making sure that our arms are not locked. We do not want to keep our elbows locked. We want to keep a soft bend in them. Just like our knees, a soft bend in the knees. Our head is facing down, keeping that spine neutral. We're not wanting to hunch it over. We're not wanting to slouch. Nice work, keeping that belly button into the spine. In 3, 2, 1, we rest. Next up is our double arm bent over row, making sure that our hands are facing away from us, our palms. In 3, 2, 1, same stance, feet shoulder width apart, bringing those weights up towards our belly, extending, bring those elbows back behind our hips, driving those arms up and extend them forward, making sure that we're pinching with our back like we are holding a pencil on our spine. Nice job, everyone. 3, 2, 1, we rest. Nice job, everybody. Next up is that hammer grip shoulder press. We're gonna start on the right side, then we'll go to the left in 3, 2, 1. Holding the head of that weight where it's rested in front of our shoulder, extending our right arm up overhead and then lowering it back down, making sure that we're not locking out our arms at any point. We're not wanting to hurt our elbow. We're just wanting to work the shoulder. Nice job, everybody. Just working on that right side to start. Nice and slow and controlled. 3, 2, 1, switch arms. Now we're doing it on the left-hand side. Give yourself a nice little shimmy shake, a nice little break here. Starting again in 3, 2, 1, left arm, go ahead. Extending that left arm up overhead. Holding that weight where the weight is, the heads are going forward and back. Nice job. Staying nice and strong through the movement, making sure that we're not curving our spine, staying nice and tall, keeping that belly button in towards our spine. We want full body alignment here. We don't want to focus too much on one thing and forget about another. 3, 2, 1, go ahead and rest. We're going back up to the top for our double arm rear delt fly. Getting feet are shoulder width apart. And 3, 2, 1, hinge at the hips. Bring those arms out wide into that T formation, keeping a slight bend in the elbow as our arms go out wide. Nice job, breathing through all of our movements today. Finding a pace that's right for you. Halfway through, keep it up. Keeping that spine straight. Head face down, chin is tucked. Nice work, you guys. And in 3, 2, 1, you rest. We're gonna be going up into that alternating, double arm bent over row. And 3, 2, 1, same stance. Feet are shoulder width apart, hinging at the hips, arms are down. Bringing those weights up towards our chest or belly button as our elbows drive backwards, pinching with our back if there was a pencil there. Nice job. Pinching at the upper spine, our scaps, working our upper back. Nice job, you guys. Three, 2, 1, and rest. Great work. Going back into that shoulder press, starting on the right side, then going to the left. We are starting
Hey,
again
TJ,
in
what
3,
time is it?
2, 1. Go ahead. Extending that right arm up overhead, bringing that elbow back down. The weight is in front of your shoulder before we bring it back up. Making sure that we're really engaging our core for a nice solid stance here. No locking of the knees, keeping a nice bend in them. We are halfway through. Shoulders may give it a little bit of burn. Push through that burn, nice work. We're not using weights, your hands are in gentle fists. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Go ahead and switch arms if you are using weights. If not, get ready on the left side. We'll be starting in 3, 2, 1, bringing that weight in front of that left shoulder, extending that arm up above overhead. Straight in line with our shoulder, nice work. Thinking of vertical punch as you're extending that left arm up overhead. Nice job, everyone. We're over halfway through. And in 3, 2, 1, we rest. We're going through it one more time, starting with our double arm rear delt fly. Feet shoulder width apart, bent at the knees. 3, 2, 1. Hinge at the hips, extend those arms in that T formation as we are looking facing down. Keeping that head in line with the spine. We don't want to cause any unnecessary stress anywhere on our body. While we're focusing on our arms, we don't want to lock our knees and them hurt later. Nice job. Final 10 seconds for this one. And in 3, 2, 1, we rest. Nice work. Our back is feeling it for sure. We're going to be bringing it into that double arm bent over row. And 3, 2, 1. Again, same position. Really driving those elbows back. Imagining that pencil is lined on your upper spine. We want to lock it in place when our arms go back. Nice job, you guys. Halfway through, you got this. Feel the burn in the back. Nice job. And in 3, 2, 1, we rest. Bring it into those shoulder press. Starting again on the right side. In 3, 2, 1, go ahead. Extending that right arm up overhead, lowering it back down before we extend it again. Again, keeping that nice neutral spine, making sure that we're engaging that core so we're not slouching. Find your breathing pattern and rhythm through it all. Nice job. Making sure not to lock that elbow. We're over halfway through. Feeling a nice burn in the shoulders. And in 3, 2, 1, we rest. Nice work. Bringing it to the left side here shortly. And in 3, 2, 1, we extend. Lower, extend, lower. Find that rhythm that's working for you. It's a little bit slower, great. It's a little bit faster, awesome. The slower you go, the more time under tension your muscles are. Nice work, you guys. Building our strength today. Got good music, got a good community. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Nice job, you guys. That is the end of circuit number 1. I'm gonna go ahead and pause our music and grab a sip of water. Definitely warm now. Now that our upper body is nice and warm, we're gonna find our way to our mat for our second circuit, which is going to be our ground upper body and core. We're going to be starting with a double arm narrow chest press. So we're going to start lying on our backs with our knees bent. So our feet are together. I recommend using light weights or no weights for this one because we don't want to drop the weights on us. So don't go too heavy here. For our narrow grip chest press, we're going to go ahead and have either our hands in gentle fists or our weights together in front of our chest. So the heads of our weights are up and down. So we have some close to our head and some pointing away. So we're lining up our weights against our sternum, our breastbone, and then we're going to push our arms straight up and lower them straight back down. Remember not to lock those elbows at any point. When our hands are going down towards our chest, we're not dropping our elbows to the floor. They're gonna come close, but they're not gonna be touching the floor before we extend those arms back up. That is our narrow hold chest press. Any questions? Great. Our next one is going to be alternating renegade rows or tabletop rows. So we're going to start in a tabletop position. You can either hold weights and have your hands underneath of the weights, or you can have them resting next to or no weights at all. So for this one, we're in a tabletop position where our hands are underneath of our shoulders and our knees are underneath of our hips. From here, we're going to do our right arm is going to start us off, and we're going to go ahead and lift that elbow, drive it back towards our hip, bringing our fist along with us, so it's kind of coming in towards our chest or like towards our hips a little bit, and then lower. Then we're going to do the same thing on the left side, bringing that left elbow back towards our hip and lower. So you can use the weights as and grip them the whole time, and those will be what are resting on the floor, or you can have your hands in a tabletop position and just grab the weight next to your hand for each one. Option here to challenge yourself, you can be in a full upper plank. So our glutes are up in the air, and we go from here. So driving our arms back from a high plank position. Any questions? Great. Alrighty, next up is our fire hydrant. So staying in that tabletop position, we're gonna have our hands underneath our shoulders, knees under our hips. From here, we're gonna start on the right side, and we're just gonna do the right side for the first round and then follow with the left. We're gonna extend our right knee out wide as if we were just doing a hip opener. So you do not need to get your knee up to hip height. Everybody's flexibility is different. Everybody's range is different, but we're gonna bring our right knee out wide to the right. When we do this, our foot is gonna come along with us. So we're lifting that full leg, feeling that burn on the outside of our glutes. Then we lower and repeat. Same thing on the left. We're gonna have our left leg go out wide into the left and lower. If you want a little bit of a challenge, you can take a light weight and put it in the, what I would call the knee pit. So in between your hamstring and your calf, and squeeze that weight. And then as you're lifting to the right and to left, you're giving yourself a little extra challenge there. And that is going to be our circuit number 2. I'm gonna go ahead and start our timer if nobody has any questions. Great, starting our music right where we left off. And we'll be starting in our narrow press on our backs. In 3, 2, 1, go ahead. Feet are bent, hands are on our chest, extending those arms up before we lower them back down, working on our chest or pectoral muscles. Nice job, giving them a nice good squeeze at the top. Halfway through, keeping our weights together or our fists together, straight up from our chest and straight back down. Nice work. And in 3, 2, 1, we rest. Now we are going over into our tabletop position using our light, medium, or no weights at all. 3, 2, 1, renegade rows. Going from that tabletop position, bring that elbow back and lower, switching arms to left side, lower, right side, lower. Nice work, you guys. Again, try not to lock those elbows. You're challenging yourself, you're in a high plank, driving those elbows back and stopping when they're in line with your back. Nice job, you guys. 3, 2, 1, we rest. Great job. We're gonna go into the fire hydrant using a light weight or no weight at all. We're gonna start on the right side and then we'll go to the left for the second round. Alrighty, in 3, 2, 1, extending that right knee out wide. You do not have to get in line with your hip. We're just extending it as far as we can, engaging those glutes, the outsides of our glutes here. Making sure that we are engaging that core through it all, breathing through our motion. Nice work, you guys. Burn out the left glute, or the right glute. Nice job. And in 3, 2, 1, we rest. Switch the weight here using weights. Give your hands a nice little break from putting all that pressure on them. And in 3, 2, 1, we're doing the left side. Nice work. Extending that left knee out wide into the left. Nice work, you guys. I always wondered why they called them fire hydrants, and I'm just convinced it's because this is how dogs would pee on a fire hydrant. Lift the leg. Nice work, you guys. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Nice job. Find your way to our back. So we're doing our narrow grip chest press. Lying flat on our backs in 3, 2, 1. Use our bent, extending those arms up from our chest. Bending up the elbow, bringing those weights back to our chest, and extending again. Nice job, everybody. Working on those pectoral muscles. Nice squeezes. You're halfway through. Nice work. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Finding our way to a tabletop position for our renegade rows. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, driving those elbows back, alternating arms. Great work, you guys. Find your rhythm, find your pace. Nice job. Form over speed. Really focus on getting the basics down. Speed will come with time. If you're going too fast, maybe up your weight a little bit. Nice job, you guys. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Nice job. All right, going into our fire hydrants on the right leg to start. In 3, 2, 1. Go ahead. Extending that right knee out to the right. Nice job. Halfway through. Feel the burn. And in 3, 2, 1, we rest. Go ahead and switch weights if you are switching weights. All right, fire hydrants on the left. 3, 2, 1, go ahead. Nice job, burning out the left glutes now. You guys are doing great. Push through it. Nice work. Three, 2, 1, and rest. Great job. We're going back to the top. Lying flat on our backs, and we use our bent for a narrow grip. Chest press in 3, 2, 1. Go ahead. Fists or weights on our sternum. Extending those arms up and lowering them back down. Elbows should not be touching the ground. Nice job, you guys. This is the last time we're doing it. Extending those arms up, bending them as we come back down. And in 3, 2, 1, we rest. Nice job. Bring it into that tabletop position for those renegade rows or tabletop rows. 3, 2, 1, go ahead. Bringing those elbows back, extending our arm back out straight before we switch sides. Driving those elbows towards our hip and back, working our back. Nice job, you guys. Halfway through. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Great job. All right, next up is gonna be the fire hydrant on the right-hand side. In 3, 2, 1, go ahead. Bring that right knee out wide to the right. Feeling that on the outside of the right glutes. Nice work. Last time you gotta do it on this side. Nice job. And in 3, 2, 1, we rest. Great work. Switching weights if we're using them. Give our hands and wrists a break. Starting up again here in 3, 2, and 1. Extending our left leg out wide to the left. Nice work. Burning out the left glutes. Nice work. And in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. That is the end of circuit number 2. Pause our music. Grab a sip of water. Don't worry, the song's not going anywhere. We'll start with that one next. Alrighty, we're gonna come back up to standing for our standing lower body circuit. This is circuit number 3 out of 4. You guys have made it this far. We're halfway through. Making sure to analyze our body, see how we're feeling, stretch out anything that needs to be stretched out. Grab that sip of water. Alrighty, heavy weights if you would like. We are working on the lower body now. You can lift up a little bit more weight. So we're gonna start with RDLs. So Romanian deadlifts. If you are not using weights, it is a good morning. And if you are using weights, it'll be the RDL. It's the same motion, just if you have weights or not. So we're gonna start with our feet shoulder width apart. We're gonna go ahead and hinge at the hips. Pushing our glutes back, staying in line with where they were. Gentle bend in the knee. If you're using weights, we're gonna have them out in front of us. And the heads of our weights are gonna be going right to left, the palms facing us. Alrighty, so we are gonna, from here, bend down. We're gonna try to keep a flat back the whole way, extending those weights down towards our toes, keeping our arms in a nice straight line until we feel that stretch on the back sides of our legs. When we feel like we can't go any further, we're gonna stand back up and go right back in by pushing our glutes back first, lowering our arms down, and standing back up. If you're not using weights, again, it is a good morning. So pick which one you would like to do today. Next up, simple calf raises. We're gonna have hands on hips, hands extended out wide, bring those hips or our heels up off the floor, transferring all our weight to our toes and back down. If you wanna make it a little bit harder and more challenging on yourself, when you lift, do a really slow lift up and a really slow making your way back down. Next up is going to be our prisoner squat into a reverse lunge. We're going to do it on the right side first and then the left. A prisoner squat is basically with our hands behind our head and our elbows out wide like we're doing a sit-up. So we're going to have our hands behind our ears. We're going to have our elbows extended out wide. And this is going to make sure that we're keeping a good posture. Our chest is open when we do our squat. So from here, hands are behind our head. We're going to go into a squat, pushing those hips back before we lower our glutes down, bending at the knees. Now we are in a squat with our hands still behind our ears. We're going to stand back up and do a right leg reverse lunge. We're going to bring our right leg back behind us, bend both of our knees, driving that right knee down towards the floor without touching it, standing back up, bring our feet together, back into the squat, and back into the lunge. Back and forth on the right-hand side, and then we'll do the same thing on the left. Any questions? Cool. I'm gonna go ahead and start our timer. Restart our music. And we are gonna be starting with our RDLs in 3, 2, 1. Feet are shoulder width apart. Extend push those hips back, lower those arms forward. This is a slow movement. We're wanting to grow those glutes. We want to grow those hamstrings, grow muscles. So we want to do it nice and slow. Squeezing our legs and our glutes when we come up to the top before we go back down into that RDL or good morning. And in 3, 2, 1, we rest. Nice work, you guys. We're bringing it into our calf raises. If you also want to challenge yourself, you can hold on to some weights down at your sides. In 3, 2, 1, and go ahead and bring it into those calf raises. Bringing those heels up off the floor nice and slow as we slowly return them back. Nice work. If you need to hold on to a wall, a chair, please feel free to do so. Over halfway through, nice work. It's time to burn out the lower body. And in 3, 2, 1, we rest. Going into the prisoner squat, reverse lunge here. Getting ready with our hands above our heads, feet shoulder width apart for our first squat. 3, 2, 1, go ahead. Lower into a squat, bringing that right foot back, down into a lunge. Feet back and shoulder width apart, squat, and lunge. Nice work, you guys. Take this at your own pace. If you need to stop in between the motions, feel free to do so. If you're challenging yourself, try to do them fluid as possible. Remember to keep those arms behind your head. Nice work. 3, 2, 1, and we rest. Shake those legs out before we do it again on the left-hand side. 3, 2, 1, go ahead. Arms are extended up behind our ears. We're gonna go in from that squat. Bring it back into a reverse lunge on the left side. That was an awful for me. Nice job, you guys. Taking these at a pace that's right for you. Feel free to use a wall for support or modify as you need. 3, 2, 1, and we rest. Nice job. We're bringing it back to the top for those RDLs. Working mornings. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead. Hinge at the hips and lower those arms down towards the floor and stand back up. Nice job. It's more of pushing your glutes back than it is just bending forward. Nice job. And in 3, 2, 1, we rest. Great job, everyone. Alrighty, going into our calf raises. If you're challenging yourself, grabbing those weights, keeping them down by your hips. 3, 2, 1, go ahead. Lift those heels up off the floor. Slowly return our feet to flat. Nice job. Find a pace that's right for you. See how slow you can do it on your way up and how slow you can do it on the way down. Focusing on that full body control. Nice work, everyone. Final 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right, next up, our prisoner squats. All righty, hands behind our head. 3, 2, 1, go into that squat. Standing back up and go into a right leg reverse lunge. Back to squat, hands staying behind our head the whole time. Chest is open. Nice job. Keep that head up, neutral position. Nice work. And in 3, 2, 1, we rest. Nice work, you guys. Alrighty, go into the left side. All right, 3, 2, and 1, go ahead. Into that squat, standing back up, straight back into that reverse lunge. I challenge you to push yourself as much as you can. If that's one more squat, or if that squat is maybe a little bit slower, maybe we're taking our hand off the wall for the last one. Nice job, you guys. Keep it up. 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and rest. Great job. We're going to go back to the top for those RDLs. Last time through this round. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead. Push those glutes back as we bring those arms down towards our feet. Feeling that stretch on the back sides of our legs before we stand back up. Nice work. Halfway through. Last time we're doing those RDLs. Three, 2, 1. We rest. Bring it into the calf raises. And in 2, 1. Go ahead, bring those heels up off the floor. Return them back as slow as you can. Great work. Squeeze those calves, squeeze those glutes to help you get them up. Nice work. Halfway through. Last 15 seconds of calf raises. We can do anything for 15 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Last one. Nice job. All right, back into those prisoner squats, making sure that we're not pulling on our head, not pulling on our neck. You're just there for support to keep those chests open. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead. Dropping it down into the squat before you bring your right leg back for that reverse lunge. Back to the squat. Nice job. Push yourselves here. It's the last time on the right side. Great work. Three, 2, 1. Nice work. Shake it on out before we go into the left side. Final move for circuit number 3. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead. Dropping it into a squat and bringing our left leg back for that reverse lunge. Making sure that our knee isn't hitting the floor. Coming close, but not touching the floor. That squat, our knees aren't going over our feet. We're pushing those hips back before we sink our bottom down. Nice job. Final 10 seconds. You can do anything for 10 seconds. You got this. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Shake it on out. We have one more circuit, and then we'll cool on down. Alrighty. I'm gonna grab a sip of water. Definitely working up a sweat. All right, circuit number 4, we made it, we're here, is going to be our standing full body workout. So we're gonna start with double arm upright rows. If we are using weights, make sure they are light, medium at highest. We don't want to cause any strain on our elbows. We're gonna start feet shoulder width apart, hands in gentle fists, or we're having our hands in front of our thighs, heads of the weights are going right and left. From here, we're gonna go ahead and bring our hands up towards our armpits. As we do this, our elbows are gonna go out wide and they're gonna stop when they're in line with our shoulders. From here, we're gonna lower our arms back down, bringing our arms back up, extending those elbows out wide as our hands come towards our armpits or our collarbone before we lower them back down. Any questions there? Great. Next up is our tricep extensions, making sure that this is either light or no weight at all. Our triceps are the smaller muscle on our arms, and we don't want to cause them any strain here. Starting with our feet shoulder width apart, hands are going to start bent like we were doing our shoulder press earlier, so the heads of our weights are touching our shoulders and pointing away from us. From here, we're going to extend our arms all the way back behind us, kind of like if you were skiing, you're using those poles to dig in the snow and push forward. So our arms go back behind us towards our glutes, outside of our glutes. And then we're gonna bend the elbows, bringing those weights back up towards our shoulders. Extend those arms straight out back behind us. You should be feeling the burn in the back sides of your arms. Any questions with our tricep extensions? Great. Next up is a squat hold and a lateral step. So we're gonna do a low side shuffle. We're gonna get down into a low squat, as low as your body feels comfortable. From here, we're gonna take a wide step to the right, follow with our left, wide step to the right, follow with our left, as many times as we can to the right before we switch directions, squatting and stepping all the way to the left. So holding that low squat as we're stepping right and left. Take up as much space as you can. Any questions there? All right, last one to burn us out. It's going to be inchworm walks. We're gonna start with our feet shoulder width apart, hands up overhead. This is our starting position. We're gonna go ahead and put our hands down on the floor, slowly walking our hands forward, bringing our hands one step at a time forward until we are in a push-up position. If you wanna challenge yourself, do a nice push-up here. And then we're gonna walk our hands back to our feet, coming to a standing position. You can add a little jump, or you can just raise your hands up overhead. We're gonna be doing those as many times as we can to finish it out for the circuit. Any questions here? Alrighty, let's do this. I'm gonna start our timer, start our music. We are going to switch up the song. Alrighty. We're starting with our double arm upright rows. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, feet shoulder width apart. Weights are in front of us, palms towards us. Bring those elbows out wide, shoulders out wide of our shoulders, and bring those hands up to our armpits or our collarbone. Nice job, extending those back down, making sure that our chest is up, head is up. We're not wanting to hunch over and put strain on our backs. We're creating a straight line with our arms. Nice job. Weights are just going up and down. They're not going out and wide. Straight up and down. One thing that's going wide is our elbows. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Bringing it into those tricep extensions. Light weights or no weights at all. 3, 2, 1. Feet shoulder width apart. Starting with those weights up by your shoulders. Extending the arms straight back behind us like you're skiing down a mountain. Nice work, you guys. Really squeezing those arms as they go back. Keeping those elbows locked by our hips. We're not wanting them wider. We want to keep them tucked in towards our sides. You should be pinching your hips with your elbows as you're extending those arms straight back behind you and straight up forward. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Alrighty, the squat, hold, lateral step is up next. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, bring those hips back before we drop down low and make steps to the right. Steps to the left. Nice work. Keep our body nice and low to the ground, as low as you can go. Nice job. Really burning out the quads, the glutes, the lower body. You're halfway through. Keep that chest up, head up, making sure that we're not rounding out the spine. Nice job. And in 3, 2, 1, we rest. Great job. We'll be going into our normal walkout. Up next. Nice work. 3, 2, 1. Arms up. And bring them down to the floor, walking our arms out until we are in a tall upper plank. If you want to do a push-up, do one before we walk our hands back to our feet. Raise those hands back up and do it again. Nice work. Stretching out the legs, engaging that core, burning out the shoulders. Nice work. Get in as many as you can. Maybe each time you're trying to get one more than the time before. 3, 2, 1. Nice work. Put it back to the top. Our double arm upright rows.
Hello.
3, 2, 1. Go ahead. Feet shoulder width apart. Weights in front of our thighs. Bring those elbows out wide. Elbows up, or weights up towards our armpits. Lower those weights back down. Nice work. Halfway through. Great job. Three, 2, 1, and rest. Nice work. Alternate tricep extensions next, making sure to grab those light weights or no weights at all. And in 3, 2, 1, feet shoulder width apart, hinge at the hips, chest goes forward, arms start bent, and extend those arms backwards. Nice work. Ski down that mountain, engage that core. Making sure that our elbows stay tucked in towards our hips. Nice work. And in 3, 2, 1, we rest. Great work. Next up is that squat, hold, and lateral step. We've got this. In 3, 2, 1, go ahead. Push those hips back. Drop it low and go to the right. Nice work. All the way to the left as far as you can go. Making sure to keep those chest up. You can do it the prisoner way if you want. Have your hands behind your head if that keeps your chest up. Engage that core. Breathe through it. Taking time to get all the way across. Maybe we're speeding it up this time. Maybe we're slowing it down. If we're looking for a little bit more of a burn. Nice work. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Quads should be burning. Next up, we're doing this inchworm walkouts. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, extend those arms up before we lower. And block it on out. Get in that tall push-up position. Do that push-up if you'd like. Before we bring our hands to our feet and back up. Nice work. Push through it all. Halfway through. You have enough time for one more. 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right, back to that double arm upright row. 3, 2, 1, go ahead. Feet shoulder width apart. Bring those elbows out wide. Hands up to our armpits or our collarbone. The palms are facing us. Nice job. Last time we're doing it, give you all you've got. Our last circuit. And then get a cool arm down. Alrighty, 3, 2, 1, and a rest. Great work. Before we go into our alternating tricep extension, switch those weights if you need to. And in 3, 2, 1, go ahead. Ski down that mountain, bringing those poles down into the snow and pushing them back as we go past. Nice work. Shoulders. Bring the weights up to your shoulders. Extend them back behind you. Keeping those elbows really tucked in, squeezing those elbows. You'll start to feel that in the back of your arms. You give a nice good squeeze to the sides. Nice work. Final 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and a rest. Great work. Bring it into our squat, hold, and lateral step. 3, 2, 1. Drop it low and squat to the right. Nice work. I like to put my arms forward and back to get my heart rate a little bit higher, kind of like I'm running side to side. Keep that chest up the whole time, facing forward, taking wide steps to the right, keeping our glutes down low. Nice work. Knees should not be going over toes. Nice work. 3, 2, and 1. Great job. Alrighty. Last but not least, our inward walkouts. Let's give it all we've got. It's the final 30. Starting at 3, 2, 1, go ahead. Push yourself here. Get as many in as you can. Maybe this time you're adding a push-up, even if that's from your knees. Maybe we're adding a little bit of a jump. Maybe we're doing this slower, really putting those muscles under a little bit of tension there. Nice work. You are over halfway through. With the final 10 seconds approaching. And in 3, 2, 1, we rest. That is the end of the workout. Let's turn on our cool down music and get our heart rate back to a reasonable level to do the rest of our day. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and start by just catching our breaths. So, standing in a neutral position, breathing in through our nose and out through our mouth. We'll do 3 before we get into stretches. That way we're not pushing ourselves too hard. Alrighty, bring that right arm across your body. Pull it in nice and close with that left arm, stretching out that right shoulder. Nice job. Feel free to add in some wrist circles here, getting some movement into those arms. And switch. Bring that left arm straight across our body, pulling it nice and close with that right arm. Feel free to add in the left hand wrist circles. Bringing that right arm up overhead, bending at the elbow. Grab that elbow with your left arm, pulling it deeper into that stretch. Stretching out the back side of that left arm, or your right arm, excuse me. And switch, bring that left arm up overhead, bending at the elbow, palm to the spine. Grab that elbow with your right arm, pull it deeper into the stretch. Great, and shake it on out. Finding a wall if you need it. We're gonna do a quad stretch. Grab that right foot, bring it closer to your glutes, stretching out the top of your right quad. If you're not feeling it, go ahead and push those hips forward. When you do this, do it nice and slow. We don't want to pull anything, we just want to stretch. There is a fine line between the two, so make sure you're not pushing yourself past your uncomfortable position. Just enough to feel a nice stretch. We did use them a lot today, so they're gonna need a little extra attention. Drop in your right foot, switching, grabbing that left foot, bringing it towards your left glute. If you're not feeling that stretch again, push those hips forward. You'll really start to feel it there. It just deepens that stretch. So even if you do feel it and you want a little bit deeper of a stretch, slowly push those hips forward. Feel that go all the way from your knee to your hip. Nice job. And go ahead and bring it back to the center. Feet are gonna go shoulder width apart. We're gonna reach down into a forward fold, bringing our hands down to the center of our mat, feeling that stretch to the back sides of both of our legs. We're gonna hold it here for a few seconds. On your next inhale, go ahead and bring your hands up as you round your spine to a half fold before we extend our arms back down towards the floor for a full forward fold. Inhale, bring those hands up. Exhale, push them forward. 2 more. Inhale, hands go into a half fold. Extend back into a full forward fold. You might notice you get yourself a little bit deeper into the stretch. Last one.